in terms of how we're going day by day, I don't know what tomorrow holds. I'm not sure what's going to really happen until later in the week. But I've always tried to be that coach where like, hey, you might be over here, you might be over here. So in drills, in practice, we'll move guys around. And the goal is getting the best five out there who are a cohesive unit to play together.
I know that you already spoke about. We asked him yesterday his philosophy on switching the offensive line.
Yeah.
He said my first time was best five guys.
Right.
As a former offensive lineman, I mean, can you kind of speak to that, or is it easier to just kind of plug one guy in the spot even if he
Yeah.
might not be best, or is it better to just kind of switch around?
Right. It's the thought when you talk to guys is like not like Madden, right? When I was able to have more time and I was younger, I was able to play more video games. You're like, hey, short the depth chart. I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him. It's not like that in real football where you see it. You can't just get a guy and put him on the other side and they can just roll over easy. That's why you might see guys get more reps during training camp. Just kind of get part of his confidence. You know, if I'm not good at something, getting those guys reps and repetition and helping them gain confidence and seeing how they can work their technique to improve, you know, and things like that. So we want the best five, but like I said, you want the best five combination in terms of being a cohesive unit. So sometimes if a guy just might be an amazing athlete out there, but he doesn't, you know, the O-line play, you know, you hear the whole thing like 5 is 1. You know, if one guy's an individual out there, you're gonna run into some troubles, especially at this level versus these defenses and what you're getting.
I just wanted to ask you a little bit about, the challenges of Patriots rush scheme up front, how you guys kind of approach that. I mean, I know this is a team that stunts games, does all that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go into an opponent that has so much kind of on the table as far as their rush scheme?
Yeah, you know, like everybody knows, every week brings you different challenges for sure. And you got a team where they let you know what it's going to be, kind of. The one thing you already got to assume as a coach is that what they're showing you isn't just what they want you to know. So sometimes get my guys prepared for the unknown. So sometimes you work that in there. So they present that challenge, but the best way to attack it is like you got to just film study for sure, trying to see if you can just see a tell here and there, which they're very good at not giving you that. And then you got to just keep repping them like high speed, competitive reps, repetition. That way we can work out the kinks and see, hey, if you get in a bad position, how you got to recover. Because one of my beliefs is I can't always practice my guys at being in the perfect position, because that's not football. You want to make sure you practice them like, hey, if we get in this position, how do you recover and not panic? Because a lot of times you get panicked, that's when bad things happen.
Just in reading their camp reports and stuff,
Mhm.
have guys like a Josh Chase,
Mhm.
some
Mhm.
players that are kind of on the rise, right?
Yeah.
So when you have players like that maybe haven't quite hit that peak, you haven't seen film of them
Mhm.
hit that peak,
Mhm.
how do you kind of project maybe what the game can, like, do you go off last year's tape? How do you prepare for a player like that?
You take all the taping you can, and for both those guys that you've mentioned, you know, you got your Judons and you got Van Noy, of course, he's been here. The thing about those two, I'll tell you specifically, is because I had part of my job last year was like a pass rush study. So those two guys were never hidden. Like they might be showing up now. Last year, if you look at some of the tape, they were always there. Now they're just with more experience, more confidence. They're probably showing you everybody else more. So at least from an O-line coach perspective, because I'm focusing on those guys aren't surprising me. Like last year, like I said, you look at the Rams tape, you know, they showed the quickness. You know, they showed the ability to kind of rush the passer, same time showing physicality. They're very good up front, and they're a good disciplined defense in the team. So we know that. Once again, you know that from the tape and just them. And so we have a lot of respect for them, so that's why we got to prepare how we prepare. Mm-hmm.
What's up, I'm Joe from Palm Beach, good to see you.
Yeah. How you doing?
At the end of last season, I thought you made it through. Thank goodness.
Right.
You never have to deal with a COVID season again.
For sure.
And that's not the case. So
Mhm.
when it directly impacts you and your room and your group and your family, your football family,
Mhm.
how do you feel about it?
Yeah, like with the COVID restrictions, and you know, it's a part of like it's just like part of football, it's part of society for sure. In terms of like guys in and out, like I know I was told like NFLPA, NFL, we can't talk about guys in or out. So even me, when I go into the day, I got to go in the day prepared. Like I was saying before, I prepare these guys from training camps, from spring ball, to be at multiple positions, because it's not only COVID, it's almost like an injury list. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if a guy loses his shoe in the game, something happens, you got to be able to keep rolling and not having an excuse and miss a beat. So, you know, the biggest thing for us to do in terms of that is always trying to prepare. And so COVID just brought another obstacle that we got to prepare for as coaches to be ready for, and can't use that as an excuse if something does happen.